Music was and is the soul of India. It is deeply rooted in ancient India and is an integral part of the country's socio and religious life. Today's podcast will feature a very talented and well known band in the northwest of England, Harmonics. A group of music enthusiasts best describes Harmonics. Its musical journey has been for more than a decade. The band members, despite their busy professional life, travel all over the country performing free for major charity events, raising much needed fund mainly for children and family. Without further ado, let us welcome Harmonics. Let us hear them speak and take us on a musical journey.
Hello, my name is Arpan, and I sing and play the drum pad and various other percussion instruments for the band.
Hello, my name is Sunil. I'm a doctor by profession, but I am a singer, and I also play some percussion instruments for the band.
Hello, Shapnadi. My name is Malavika Ghosh. My clinical background is in neurorehabilitation. I'm also a trained Indian classical music singer, and for Harmonics, I sing in a variety of genres, including semi-classical, Bollywood, and Bengali music.
Hello, my name is Kiran Joseph. I'm a doctor by profession, and in this band I play guitar, bass, and vocals as well occasionally.
Hello, Shapnadi. My name is Rana. I'm in IT, not a doctor. Most of the people are. I play the keys, and sometimes give backing vocals.
Hello, my name is Anand. I am a doctor by profession, but I play the guitar, so electric guitar or an acoustic guitar. Very occasionally, if time permits and if my legs and hands permits, I play the percussion. So that is with the foot jingle and such things.
Hello, Swapnadi. I'm Jay Shankar. I'm an eye surgeon by profession, but my passion is music, and I'm a percussionist.
So, reflecting back on the first piece that we played, almost everybody who loves music will recognize that it's actually a very well-known piece of musical creation. It is largely popular in the South, but certainly popular all over India and indeed worldwide. And it is, of course, Aigiri Nandini. And it's an invocation to the female spirit in that way, specifically to goddess Durga. But when we wanted to mark that our homage to the female spirit, we decided that we wanted to interpret it because our thinking was somewhat different and so on. So we took what was essentially a very classical piece steeped in great history, and we deliberately didn't do the lyrics because the lyrics are in Sanskrit, which is not well received by everybody because not everybody knows that language. So we have obviously turned it into our version, made it much more modern, much more edgy, I think, and much more like a rock version. And we have performed it, and it has been received well, hasn't it? So just wanted to pick up on that, that the whole thing about sort of making music and reinterpreting it is very inherent to what we do.
So the next song is a classic Bollywood number called Aao Huzur. It is a film music from the 1960s era, sung by the very famous Asha Bhosle, who magically used a lot of characterization and very subtle classical and semi-classical notes into this song. The words were beautifully and very poetically written by O.P. Nayyar. And what we have tried to do with this song is we have interpreted this song in our own way. It is classic Bollywood, but it is delivered in a very iconic Harmonics style, in the sense that we have reworked the way we've sung, we've reworked the way we've done the music, the interludes, to please all palates and also to please our creative sensibilities. So that is our huzur for you.
चाहत की उजली उजली नजारों में ले चलो, दिल झूम जाए ऐसी बहारों में ले चलो। आओ हुजूर तुमको सितारों में ले चलो, दिल झूम जाए ऐसी बहारों में ले चलो। आओ हुजूर आओ। लिख दो किताब दिल पे कोई ऐसी दास्तां, जिसकी मिसाल दे न सके सातों आसमां। लिख दो किताब दिल पे कोई ऐसी दास्तां, जिसकी मिसाल दे न सके सातों आसमां। आहा हा बाहों में बाहें डाले हजारों में ले चलो, दिल झूम जाए ऐसी सितारों में ले चलो। आओ हुजूर तुमको सितारों में ले चलो, दिल झूम जाए ऐसी बहारों में ले चलो। आओ हुजूर आओ।
I'm told that the love of music has brought all of you together. Is that right? Yes, I think it is.
Definitely.
Passion for music.
I think so. I mean, obviously, I always say that we are a group of friends who like communicating through music. We also have other modes of communication, but that's certainly primary. But Rana, I don't know what if you want to share your thoughts. I mean, it seems like such a long time ago, but you were obviously
Yes, I can't even remember when
founding
we
figure.
started. It was a long time back, and all I remember was like me and Orpanda we meet in like Durga Puja in a social circle basically. And I said to Arpanda, oh, let's play with music. And Arpanda said, yeah, we'll play some music. So I went one evening to Arpanda's house with my keyboard under my arms because we didn't even have a bag. Yeah, so we came a long way from there. So we went there, we practiced, and things moved forward. And then we had Anand. Anand had a guitar with Gibson.
Which was a big
remember?
bonus.
No, I had to buy a guitar at
No.
that time.
It was, you had a guitar called Gibson.
Something.
Gibson, remember that?
Yeah.
Gibson. I said, Anand, you have to buy a proper Gibson, not Gibson. So, we carried on a lot from there. And as I said, as Anand said, like, the ethos is there. Like, we like music, we want to interpret our music our way. We don't want to, like, make a ditto copy of what we hear, because if you have to do that, you might as well listen to YouTube or something else. So you have got some originality. So that's what we try to do.
Like most of us, when we rehearse, we record so that there's a reference point. And I was actually listening to some really sort of our first recordings, and the soundscape is so different, because it's just, so many layers now, and so many different
Because at the
ways in which we are doing things.
Very beginning, we used to be, our soundscape, as you say, was very simplistic.
Yeah.
A rhythm, percussion, vocal, and a bit of melody here and there.
My keyboard under my arms.
Yeah. And then we have layered on obviously bass and different percussion instruments, different accessory instruments. And now rather than adding more, we are carving out empty, quieter spaces for expression of certain instruments or certain vocals. We are confident in doing that as well.
Absolutely. And I think a classic example of that, it's Damada Mast Kalandar. It's a I wouldn't call it a religious song. It's a spiritual song, and it is one of the songs that we actually started performing very early on. And this must be what is it? And Sunil has always performed it. So it's with what?
2018.
Yeah. So 2018 we first did that song.
Yeah.
And this must be what version, I don't know, 7 or 17
So you
something.
don't know you've forgotten the original version.
Yeah, we have.
Absolutely, I think we have. And as as you were saying, Kiran, even in the last few days we have changed it. We have actually layered on some vocals that we never did before. So I feel that it's just continuously progressing. There's always something. We're just pushing the envelope. Something different. Something that's keeps it fresh.
मस्त कलंदर कलंदर 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 मस्त कलंदर चार चराग तेरे बरन हमेशा चार चराग तेरे बरन हमेशा पंजवा में बारन आई बला झुल लालन सिंधड़ी दा सेवन दा सखी शाबाश कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर अली दा पहला नंबर दमादम मस्त कलंदर अली दम दम दे अंदर ओ लाल मेरी पत रखियो भला झूल लालन सिंधड़ी दा सेवन दा सखी शाबाश कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर अली दा पहला नंबर दमादम मस्त कलंदर अली दम दम दे अंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर अली दा पहला नंबर दमादम मस्त कलंदर अली दम दम दे अंदर ओ लाल मेरी ओ लाल मेरी पथ रखियो भला झूल लालन सिंधड़ी दा सेवण दा सखी शाबाश कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर अली दा पहला नंबर दमादम मस्त कलंदर अली दम दम दे अंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर 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 दमादम मस्त कलंदर
Probably because we've been around for long enough, a lot of times when we do shows or we've done a concert, invariably a number of people will come and say, we want to come and join you. But one of the things that they sometimes, when we describe what a band is, in a band there is no primacy of a vocalist. A vocalist is simply somebody who uses the voice as an instrument, and others have other instruments, and I think that then requires a certain kind of mindset to be in a band and co-create, rather than sort of have a lead and followers, if you see what I mean. And I think that's a very important sort of difference, isn't it? What do you think, Kiran?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've all had various influences. I mean, thinking introspectively, I think I've come a full circle. So I started training, several years of Carnatic music vocals. Obviously, I used to listen to my parents' records of Bee Gees and ABBA, Carpenters, and Boney M, and those tracks. And then slowly, when I reached high school, that's when sort of Guns N' Roses were coming out. So that was Sweet Child of Mine and
Oh, yes.
Deep Purple. And then I went quite into the heavier stuff, Metallica, Megadeth. So, and then I was really into, actually I'm primarily a guitarist, but in this band I play 5 strings, so that's the bass guitar there. So I came into Harmonics as a guitarist, but I quickly found out that there was no bassist. And knowing me, I just need a small excuse to buy another guitar. So convinced my missus I need to play the bass in this band, so I need a bass guitar. So here I am. So I've kind of picked up the bass because of joining this band, actually. So thank you very much. So that's my influence. So it's quite varied. Obviously, I've gone through phases where you feel like, Western music is the best, or heavy metal or rock metal is the best music. But actually, the older I've got, I've learned to appreciate all genres of music. And I think that's what you might appreciate in our sound. We all have bits and pieces of various genres thrown in there. And it's a good place, I find, to experiment as well, because we never really do the same song the same way twice. So it's a bit like, the Grateful Dead, really. Each time they did the song, it would sound different. So I think that's quite unique, and we all shine through it.
But it's also because I think it's not just that, we don't do the same thing twice. It's also because I think every time we play something, it seems to me there is a discovery of something else. That, wouldn't this actually be... And it's interesting you describe your journey from sort of Carnatic, etc. Because my own first formal performance was actually, for as long as I can remember, entirely through school, I've always been in a church band, and church choir. So it's really interesting how all of those influence it, and possibly because being in a choir, I'm so interested in the multiplicity of vocalists, etc., and the harmonies and the choruses. And
Perhaps that's where harmonics comes from.
Well, actually, it did.
The next song which we are going to present is called Mon Amar. There was a misconception that this Mon Amar is an old folk song, but it was written in the 1980s. It was the beginning of Bengali rock as we know right now. So this particular song is our interpretation of that Bengali rock, which certainly I grew up listening to, and the Mon Amar is our interpretation of Bengali songs. That's the next song for you.
শক্ত হাতে ধরো হাল শক্ত হাতে ভয় কি নবীর সাথে টলবে না নৌকা ভীষণ ঝড়ে রে মন আমার কেমন কেমন করে হো বধুরে মন আমার কেমন কেমন করে ধরো হাল শক্ত হাতে ধরো হাল শক্ত হাতে ভয় কি নবীর সাথে ধরো হাল শক্ত হাতে ভয় কি নবীর সাথে চলবে না নৌকা ভীষণ ঝড়ে রে 1 2 3 সবাই মন আমার মন আমার মন আমার কেমন কেমন করে ও বধুরে মন আমার কেমন কেমন করে মন আমার কেমন কেমন করে ও বধুরে মন আমার কেমন কেমন করে নাম নেব নাম নেব মোহাম্মদের কেটে যাবে ভয় বিপদের নাম নেব মোহাম্মদের কেটে যাবে ভয় বিপদের সবার মাঝে বিরাজ করেন রে দরিয়ায় আইলো তুফান আয় কে যাবি রে হেসে হেসে যাবি ভেসে মদিনা নগরে দরিয়ায় আইলো তুফান আয় কে যাবি রে হেসে হেসে যাবি ভেসে মদিনা নগরে নাম নেব নাম নেব মোহাম্মদের কেটে যাবে ভয় বিপদে নাম নেব মোহাম্মদের কেটে যাবে ভয় বিপদে সবার মাঝে বিরাজ করেন রে দরিয়ায় আইলো তুফান আয় কে যাবি রে হেসে হেসে যাবি ভেসে মদিনা নগরে দরিয়ায় আইলো তুফান আয় কে যাবি রে হেসে হেসে যাবি ভেসে মদিনা নগরে যাবে ভয় বিপদে সবার মাঝে বিরাজ করেন রে 1 2 3 4 মন আমার মন আমার মন আমার কেমন কেমন করে ও বধুরে মন আমার কেমন কেমন করে মন আমার কেমন কেমন করে ও বধুরে মন আমার কেমন কেমন করে মন আমার কেমন কেমন করে ও বধুরে মন আমার কেমন কেমন করে মন আমার কেমন কেমন করে ও বধুরে মন আমার কেমন কেমন করে মন আমার কেমন কেমন করে ও বধুরে মন আমার কেমন কেমন করে
So, Arpan, tell us something about harmonics.
Well, first of all, thank you very much for having us on this program. I'm sure I was looking around when you were saying those kind things about me, and I was really trying to think, are you talking about us? Because Yes, it's been really a long journey, as you say. We've been a band for about a decade, and we have evolved, and we are still on a bit of a journey. So hopefully, you know, because of this kind podcast, we'll be able to sort of share with you and your viewers some of our stories, our individual stories, our collective stories, and really, you know, where we came from and where we're going. Not quite sure we know where we're going, but we seem to be going somewhere. I don't know if my band members would like to say a few things as well.
Yes, please, if you share your thoughts also.
So my name is Anand, Anand Kamala Nathan, and I'm a doctor by profession. I've been part of the band, say, since
Since day one.
2012.
Day one.
You were one of the
Pioneers.
Founding
the
members.
first three. The first three, weren't
but it was very opportunistic. A friend of friend who knew Arpan, and through that common friend, we got introduced, and he pulled me in, and he just said, "Come, let's have a jam, and let's see how it goes." And then one thing led to the other, and different members have joined in, and collectively we have, or organically, should I say, we have just grown in numbers. And each one brings something different to the band, isn't it? So, I mean, we keep looking out for, but what we want is people who share the same kind of an ethos, same kind of a passion, where we are just wanting to bring our creative energy into how we interpret songs. Everybody comes in with their ideas, we just dabble around. And at times our practice sessions might run for a good 4-5 hours. Some might think that we are exhausted after that, but counterintuitively,
We're probably energized after
we are
that.
more energized and rushing with adrenaline after that. I'm sure others would agree with that.
I think there is one song you're going to sing. It's from South India.
So the Tamil song.
Yes. Tell us something about it.
So it's called Endundrum Punnagai. I'm not a Tamil speaker, but it means smile forever. A smile forever. So it just, it's an A.R. Rahman composed, very famous song. It's about the warm feeling you have when you're in love.
Okay.
That's the whole kind of feeling of that song. And it's a very melodic music, and it's been in several languages. The Hindi version is very famous as well,
famous, yes.
but we chose to sing the Tamil version.
And,
There is,
and if I may, so I mean that also is part of that sort of story of our evolution and journey, because when we initially started, we thought that we have only just started, so we were initially focused on performing music from Bollywood because it's popular, it's most people like it, enjoy it, etc. But now I think after sort of over 10 years, we are exploring diversity in music, both in language and in style. So we have moved on from Hindi, and we are doing, as Sunil has said, non-Hindi Tamil songs and various other languages, which you will get to hear today.
என்றென்றும் 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 புன்னகை முடிவிலா புன்னகை இன்று நாள் மீண்டும் மீண்டும் பிறந்ததேன் ஒரு துளி பார்வையிலே என்றென்றும் புன்னகை முடிவிலா புன்னகை இன்று நாள் மீண்டும் மீண்டும் பிறந்ததேன் ஒரு துளி பார்வையிலே
Malvika, tell us about your journey into music and, of course, your association with harmonics.
I came into harmonics at a time when just the first three of you had brainstorming and thinking about how to make music, and I was performing, I remember, at a Durga Puja cultural evening. And suddenly I have Ranada walking up to me after the performance, and he said, "You shouldn't be singing to karaoke music. You come and join, and we will you can sing to live music." And I'm thinking, what is he even talking about, And then obviously Arpanda was there, and he said, "I have a band, and why don't you come and join us and see where it takes you. And I still wasn't sure, because my foray into music has been from a very young age, and but I had never been part of a band. So when I was invited by the Dadas, I was very unsure as to what to expect. But once I started coming to some of the sessions, I just thought, this is the best thing, this is how it should be, because we had so much of fun. We created music, we did some original numbers, and then we totally turned it over on its head, and we rethought about numbers, and I just thought, this is amazing. And I think we have come a long way from there, but I still remember the start really fondly. The solitary nature of classical music. And I found that as well, because my background is in classical music. In fact, my foray into music was initially via classical training. And it was only after I completed my classical degree that I started dabbling into different types of music, including Bollywood music. But I think one point that you've mentioned, Jaji, very importantly, is that in classical music, you sing as a solo singer and you sing along with the others, but you're very much a singer and the others are, very much their own thing. I think the cohesiveness is, I think, in some ways missing sometimes. But I think in a band like Harmonics, what we try and do is we try and overlap and we try and blend into each other, be it vocals, be it the different instrumentations, be it people, singing some bits of the crescendo and so on and so forth. So I think in harmonics, because of the different strengths that we have, it allows us to experiment with our individual genres of music.
Yeah. I mean, that's also one of the classical distinguishing features, isn't it, between Indian classical music and Western classical music, is the presence and the absence of harmonics in that sense. And I certainly remember that when I was thinking of founding the band, I was quite certain that we wouldn't be confined to one genre of music. And therefore, it needed something that transcends, a typecasting. Sunil.
Yeah, so similar to a lot of people, I grew up with kind of Bollywood music and singing Lata Mangeshkar, Kishore Kumar, and Muhammad Rafi kind of songs. It was quite late kind of teenage when I started learning Carnatic music. And then all that stopped when I went to medical school.
It's a terrible thing, isn't it? Medical school.
Yeah,
Good job for a good 10 years.
Good job, Rana. And
I actually
you didn't
continued.
go to medical school.
Medical school, I really continued.
So did I.
Thankfully.
So the training didn't carry on, but singing carried on. But then after I came to UK and settled, then went back to Hindustani music along with my son. So that was an excuse. Like Jay was talking about, so we started learning Hindustani music here in Liverpool. That was quite an experience. But yes, and I've been singing solo for a long time and with tracks, but this is the first time I've been part of a band and really enjoyed the kind of camaraderie and the creativity. And I've kind of learned to express my singing better than previously since I've joined the band. And I've started a lot of percussion instruments as well.
Yeah.
So I learned a lot of
He's a
things,
huiro expert.
like the huiro and the shakers and all sorts.
That's it, really. There's no one sitting still.
Yeah.
Either
Yeah.
you're singing or playing an instrument.
Yeah.
If there's anyone spotting someone who's not playing
Yeah,
something,
you give a maracas or go
give them a
and play
shaker.
this.
Or, yeah, please keep shaking that. Okay, so the next song is Ferrari Mon, which is actually originally a Bengali film song, but it has appealed to so many people, and it's quite an enduring and appealing song. And I'm told it's about the longing of the heart for someone who's no longer there, and it's reminiscing about the beautiful times that you shared with that person. It's a very simple song, but it kind of pulls at your heartstrings. So we thought it should be included in our set for today. And I'm told it's been originally written by Shantanu. Music is by Shantanu Mohitra. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
আলো আলো রঙ জমকালো চাঁদ হয়ে যায়, চেনা শোনা মুখ জানা শোনা হাত ছুঁয়ে যায়, ফিরে ফিরে ঘুম ঘিরে ঘিরে গান রেখে যায়, কিছু মিছু টান পিছু পিছু টান রেখে যায়, আজও আছে গোপন ফেরারি মন, বেজে গেছে কখন সেই টেলিফোন, চেনা শোনা মুখ জানা শোনা হাত রেখে যায়, ফিরে ফিরে ঘুম গিরে গিরে গান রেখে যায়, আজও আছে গোপন ফেরারি মন, বেজে গেছে কখন সেই টেলিফোন। ছোট ছোট দিন আলাপে রঙিন নুড়ির মতন, ছোট ছোট রাত চেনা মৌতার পলাশের বোনা, গুছালো ঘর ঘর কুটুময় চিলে কোঠা কোন, আহা হা আহা, ছোট ছোট দিন আলাপে রঙিন নুড়ির মতন, ছোট ছোট রাত চেনা মৌতার পলাশের বোনা, গুছালো ঘর ঘর কুটুময় চিলে কোঠা কোন, কথা ছিল হেঁটে যাব ছায়াপথ, আজও আছে গোপন ফেরারি মন, বেজে গেছে কখন সেই টেলিফোন। কিছু কিছু রাত পিছু পিছু টান, আলো আলো রঙ জমকালো চাঁদ, আজও আছে গোপন ফেরারি মন।
ঝুড়ো ঝুড়ো কাছে আগুন ছোঁয়া দেখেছে আচল আহা ফুটপাতে ভিড় জাহাজের ডাক ফিরে চলে যায় আহা গুঁড়ো গুঁড়ো নীল রং পেন্সিল জোছনার জল ঝুড়ো ঝুড়ো কাছে আগুন ছোঁয়া ঠেকেছে আচল আহা ফুটপাতে ভিড় জাহাজের ডাক ফিরে চলে যায় কথা ছিল হেঁটে যাব ছায়া আজও আছে গোপন ফেরারি মন বেজে গেছে কখন সে টেলিফোন আজও আছে গোপন ফেরারি মন বেজে গেছে কখন সে টেলিফোন
Jay, you have played some very interesting percussion instruments. Do you want to share some?
Yes,
light
thank you,
on this?
Sapnadi. Yes, I must confess I was not one of the founding members of Harmonics, and my upbringing, my musical journey started off with pure Carnatic classical music. So I was trained in Mridangam, and then once I joined medical college, there was a big hiatus in my musical journey. Probably 10, 12 years, didn't touch it at all until my son started learning tabla. And there was one qaida, he wasn't getting it right, and it just wasn't fitting it with the beat, with the tal. And I told him, no, this is where you're going wrong. And his tabla teacher, his guru, said, oh, do you play tabla? Because I overheard you talking to him and saying where he was going wrong. I said, no, I used to play the mridangam. So he says, what do you mean by used to play the mridangam? I said, I don't play it anymore. I haven't played for over 10, 12 years. No, he says, right, so next time you bring a mridangam and we'll play together. So I said, oh, but that's in India. He says, what's it doing in India? And then next time I went to India and dusted my instrument, tuned it, brought it back here. And it started off with the tabla guru and myself jamming together. His father used to teach santoor and sitar. So we used to all get together, and for the last 10 minutes of the class, one of the organizers there overheard me and said, do you want to start teaching mridangam? So Bharati Vidya Bhavan, Manchester, what was formerly ACE, Academy of India Cultural Education, started teaching there. And then a few vocalists there came to know about me, and I started off mainly again playing for Carnatic music. Like Malabika, I had never played for a band, so joining Harmonics was a completely different experience for me, because most Hindustani or Carnatic classical music, it's so spontaneous. You just turn up on stage, you don't know what the person is going to sing, you don't know what they're going to play, and you just start playing. And of course, this is slightly more choreographed. We do, in fact, even in our practice sessions, one practice session to the next is never the same. So that's my musical journey. And then I realized that there were lots of other percussion instruments which could be introduced into this. Spanish, South American instruments. I started playing the cajon. Luckily, I had two percussion mentors. Arpan, who plays the drums, the drum pad, and Anand has learned tabla. So it was a learning process for me. Yes, we are translating the skills I learned playing mridangam and ghatam to playing the cajon, congas. So that was a very interesting transition from a pure classical South Indian percussion instrument to other percussion instruments which are used worldwide. So that's my little story.
Are these the only ones you play, or you play others also?
I can play tabla, but my son, who's technically still part of Harmonics,
Yes.
he is a tabla player, but obviously my mridangam skills are better than my tabla skills, so I tend not to play the tabla.
If I may say, I mean, Jay, and this is really the story of our growth and our change, because when Jay joined us, he brought in a very different kind of influence and very different tonalities into our music. So, for instance, today hopefully we'll be able to share with you some musical pieces that actually in the original, because we have reinterpreted it, don't actually have some of these instruments. But I think all of us would agree that that adds that additional dimension to it, doesn't it?
Especially the tonality of that ghatam,
Of the ghatam,
which stands out, and there are places where we all get very excited when we are practicing to say, yeah, no, there we should play the ghatam there.
Yes.
And now, in some ways, if you look at in the videos, you'll see that he's one with the most number of mics surrounding him.
Yes.
Yeah, and most number of things.
Yes,
And
I've noticed that.
he gets the whole of the car boot to bring his stuff in for practice as well, because he can't walk with one. So it takes him a while to set things, and that's his passion, isn't it? That's his passion.
So one of the things that I think as a band we have developed very organically is a social conscience. As you've heard previously, we are all not professional musicians, so we never charge and we only play for charity. But like all right-thinking people, we are affected by things that go on in the world. So some of you may be aware that very recently there were some really gruesome acts of barbarity against women in India. And we as a group felt quite strongly about it. And that has led us to write and compose a song called Chhede Dao, which you will hear next. And it's a song entirely of protest against what's going on in the world, and a requirement and a plea to everyone to actually change the world.
আজ প্রেমের কবিতা এবার এসেছে সংগ্রামেরই দিন বাহু ডোলে কোনা জড়িয়ে আর এসেছে যে সংঘাতেরই দিন ছেড়ে দাও আজ প্রেমের কবিতা এবার এসেছে সংগ্রামেরই দিন বাহু ডোলে কোনা জড়িয়ে আর এসেছে যে সংঘাতেরই দিন সকলে এসো হাতে দাও সব হাত একযোগে করো মৃত্যুবরণ সকলে এসো হাতে দাও সব হাত একযোগে করো মৃত্যুবরণ যাক যদি না আমার তোমার প্রাণ রক্তে লিখবো জীবনের জয়গান যাক যদি যায় আমার তোমার প্রাণ রক্তে লিখবো জীবনের জয়গান এই দেশটাকে বদলাতে হবে খুন ধরা এই সমাজটাকেও তাই আছো যত ভাই মজুর চাষি এবার এসেছে গর্জে ওঠার দিন ছেড়ে দাও আজ প্রেমের কবিতা এবার এসেছে সংগ্রামেরই দিন বাহুডোরে থেকো না জড়িয়ে আর এসেছে যে সংঘাতেরই দিন ছেড়ে দাও ছেড়ে দাও ছেড়ে দাও
I think, on a personal note, I'll just say that I have heard Harmonics perform at many functions. I have found that this group of musicians who like experimenting, that's the feeling I get every time I hear them perform, I see them perform. And as Arpan has said, that you experiment with different languages in India. And today's podcast will actually feature some of those songs. So, there's a mixture of everything. So, thank you very much for performing. It was a great pleasure to collaborate with you. And I wish you all the success in the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you for this opportunity.